Hello students, my name is Mustahiz Alam, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, Nandlal Singh College, Daudpur. Today we will read about types of planning. Types of planning can be divided into three categories such as number 1 on the basis of number 1 capitalist planning, number 2 socialist planning, number 3 communist planning, number 4 democratic planning. Secondly, on the basis of long term and short term planning, permanent and emergency planning. Thirdly, on the basis of general and partial planning, regional, national and international planning, centralized and decentralized planning. So, number 1 on the basis of a capitalist planning. The economic planning under capitalist system is known as capitalism. Capitalism is an economic system in which private individuals or businesses own capital goods. The production of goods and services is based on supply and demand in the general market, known as market economy, rather than through central planning, known as planned economy or command economy. The purest form of capitalism is free market or laissez-faire capitalism. Here, private individuals are under unrestrained. They may determine where to invest, what to produce or sell, and at which price to exchange goods and services. The laissez-faire marketplace operates without checks or controls. Number B, socialist economy. In a socialist economy, the setup is exactly opposite to that of capitalist economy. In such an economy, the factors of production are all state owned. So all the factories, machineries, plants, capital, etc. is owned by a community in control of the state. All citizens get the benefits from the production of goods and services on the basis of equal rights. Hence, this type of economy is also known as command economy. So, basically, in a socialist economy, private companies or individuals are not allowed to freely manufacture the goods and services, and the production occurs according to the need of the society and at the command of the state or the planning authorities. The market and the factors of supply and demand will play no role here. C. Communist planning. The economic planning under communist system is called communism. Communism is an economic system where the group owns the factors of production. In countries, the government represents the group. The means of production are labor, entrepreneurship, capital goods, and the natural resources. Although the government doesn't legally own the labor force, the central planners tell the people where they should work. German philosopher Karl Marx developed the theory of communism. He said it was from each according to his ability to each according to his need. In his view, capitalistic owners would no longer siphon off all the profits. Instead, the proceeds would go to the workers. To Marx, this means that people would work at what they loved and did well, happily contribute these skills for the good of all, and the economy would prosper because they would work harder than in capitalism. To each according to his need mean meant the community would take care of those who couldn't work. It would distribute goods and services to everyone as they require them. Those who were able to work would be motivated by enlightened self-interested. D. Democratic planning. In a democratic planning, the philosophy of democratic government is accepted as the ideological basis. People are associated at the every step in the formulation and implementation of the plan. Cooperation of different agencies and voluntary groups and associations plays a major role in execution of the plan. Democratic planning respects the institution of private property. Price mechanism is allowed to play its due role. The government only seek to influence economic and investment decisions in private sector through fiscal and monetary measures. The private sector operates side by side with the public sector. Democratic planning aims at the removal of inequalities of income and wealth through peaceful means by taxation and government spending on social welfare and social security schemes. Individual freedom prevails and people enjoy social, economic, and political freedoms on the basis of A. Long term and short term planning. When the plan is drafted for a long period of time, say 5 to 10 years, it is called long term planning. When the plan is drafted for a period of time, say less than a year, it is regarded as short term planning. B. Permanent and emergency planning. A permanent plan exists for a longer period of time and is fixed for a longer time period. For example, 5-year plan. Emergency planning is a plan which is used to deal with emergency situations such as floods. C. On the basis of other factors. 3. On the basis of general and partial planning. It is planning for the economy as a whole, and economic planning for a particular part of the economy is called partial planning. Regional, national, and international. When the economic plan is drafted for a regional level is called regional planning. Similarly, the economic plan drafted for a national level is called as national planning. And finally, an economic plan which is crossing the boundary of countries, it is called international planning. Centralized and decentralized. The economic plan is drafted by the central or head authority is known as centralized planning, while planning done by the regional authority, it is known as decentralized planning. Thank you.